But will the Eddy go? Nikki Schenfeld has more from Waimea Bay.
Well, it was a beautiful day here at Waimea Bay, of course, remembering the legacy of Eddy Aikau and the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that he saved here at Waimea Bay and across the North Shore. Now, unfortunately, his brother Clyde was under the weather, and he is still recovering after suffering from some health issues earlier this year. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to him for a speedy recovery. And then you had Uncle Tony Moniz, who did take his spot for the pule in the middle of the paddle out with all the surfers this afternoon. But there is a lot of excitement up here on the North Shore because it is an El Niño season, and that means the big waves are coming. And people are saying it's not a matter of if the Eddy will go this year, it's a matter of when. The 2023-2024 opening ceremony brought dozens of new faces and familiar ones too. Each surfer accepting their Eddy plaque and lei before paddling out for the pule in the bay. Uncle Tony Moniz leading the pule this year as Clyde Aikau recovers after addressing health issues earlier this year. But the excitement is in the air. Only twice in its 37 years has the contest been held back-to-back.
On a normal year, it's like a 50-50, maybe even 20% chance of running the year after. This year, I'd say more like a 75% chance because we have El Nino and we have all these big swells that we've been getting.
They're saying it's supposed to be El Nino, and 2016 there was about 10, 20-foot swells, so if it's anything like that, I think it'll run again.
Family and friends all remembering Eddy's legacy as the North Shore's first lifeguard, and last year's reigning champ hopes to win it once again.
Gonna give it my all and do what I did last year and hopefully catch some good waves.
Many Maui surfers invited this year, Kai Lenny, Tyler Laurent, Paige Alms are all familiar faces, but for Lahaina native Tiare Lawrence, just making the alternate list is emotional.
You know, we've been dealing with a lot on Maui, and so, you know, for me, being from Lahaina and being invited to this event meant a lot to me because it does help to instill a lot of hope and inspiration into the families and the keiki that are currently displaced. And so I just feel so much mana and support coming from my hometown. So it feels good to be here.
The contest director saying 10 countries are being represented, and there are more big wave surfers today than 20 years ago.
I think we have an outstanding invite list this year and well represented all over. So many North Shore boys.
Growing up and seeing this event and coming to the opening ceremony and seeing all of our heroes and idols come down this event, and you know, growing up whenever the Eddy ran, it was like the biggest thing for our little town here. And so to see that and see those guys just standing on the waves and to be kind of celebrating what Eddy was and who Eddy was as a waterman and just dedicating his life to the ocean.
Nathan hoping to give his brother some friendly competition this year.
I'm very happy that I'm healthy, and I really hope it runs this year.
Who's going to win this year?
Ideally, me.
The holding period begins on Thursday and goes through mid-March. And again, remember, it has to be 40 feet consistent throughout the day for the Eddy to be held. And just for reference, out of the 10 times that the Eddy has gone, 6 of them were in the month of January. From Waimea Bay, Nikki Schenfeld, KH12 News, working for Hawaii.